Okay, we've got a few minutes left, so end of season awards, I guess you could say. I'm going to ask you a bunch of different categories. I just want your answer. Young Player of the Year. Young Player of the Year.
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer for you? I mean, it's odd that Foden was nominated, but he's been around for so long that it surely has to go to
Player of the season.
Foden's Player of the Season for you.
I think he's up there. He's up.
You have to pick one. You can't say up there. You have to go one. 2 goals today?
Yeah, him or Rodri for me. It's a tough one. Probably Phil. I'll give it to Phil.
Phil?
I'm going young player Palmer, and it's a bit difficult to top one. I'm going to go Haaland. If I was a manager or I was a player, he'd be the one person I wouldn't want to play against.
Even though his tally has dipped, he's missed some games, of course.
He's a threat. He's a threat.
Okay. Goal of the season.
Oh, well done.
Goal of the season.
Overhead kick.
Everton.
Yes.
Alan?
I don't know. I think a couple of goals Palmer scored, you know, where he's checked back on the left foot and bent it in the corner. A couple of Crystal Palace goals. They've got some lefties.
Caicedo today.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen that one, but, you know, Elise and 1 or 2 others, you know, there's been some fantastic goals this season. That's a difficult one.
But it's the beauty of a bicycle kick near the edge of the box against England's #1, striking it cleaner than Wayne Rooney's bicycle kick as well.
Okay, we'll give it to him.
We'll give it to him.
Yeah.
I think even Rooney said, technically speaking, it was a better goal when he was doing some TV work quite recently. What about, and this is interesting, manager of the season, because there's a few nominees. Pep 4 in a row. Arteta, building Arsenal. Iriola at Bournemouth, bad start, and then strong finish. Unai Emery. Unai Emery.
There's my vote. Unai's done a great job since he's gone in there. And to get Villa back in the Champions League spots is probably, you wouldn't have seen it at the beginning of the season. But for it to finish there, he's got my vote.
Unai Emery.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in another name as a nominee. What about someone like Gary O'Neill? I interviewed him last week, and I told him I think it was, I would have put him into nominations for Manager of the Year because his team was ripped apart in the summer. He came in at the last minute, and you see what he's achieved.
He'd probably be up there with the League Managers Award, where the managers all vote. And yeah, but the managers all vote, and it's not necessarily the Pep Guardiola's this world. It's the manager that we think has done a job with all the limits he's had on him, and etc. etc. So I think Gary O'Neill will be up there for that. But I've got to go with Emery. I mean, they've had a run in Europe as well. I mean, disastrous getting knocked out the way they were. But to finish in the top 4 in the Champions League for Villa is fantastic.
Got to mention as well, Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
We saw him here today.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, and everyone knows what Dyche is. He's straight down the line. He's done a fantastic job this season, especially what's gone on behind the scenes. For him to still keep this team in the Premier League, he's done very well.
This is a bit of a maverick question. Underachiever of the season. This could be a team, it could be an individual player manager, it could be referees, it could be technology in the game, it could be whatever you want, really. What's been the underachiever of the season? Alan first.
VAR.
VAR for you?
Yeah. I just think that I know Harry Maguire's come out and spoke about it, and if I was playing there, I would see when they slow it up. It's very difficult when they slow the action up. You know, it makes it look a lot worse. So there's some of the tackles, some of the sending offs. I love it for offsides because I think that's right. I think that's only right. And professional fouls.
It's going to be semi-automated as well, the offsides.
Yeah, but I just think that we've gone a bit too far. We know, basically, when a ref goes over to a screen, it's going to be given, you know. So Stockley Park is refereeing the game, not the ref. And I think we just need perhaps to simplify it a bit more and take a few of the contentious stuff out of it and the length of it. I don't know how they do that, but I think it wouldn't hurt having an ex-player or ex-manager sitting in that box with them.
Yeah. Oddly enough, we did see the ref go over to look at the handball today, didn't we?
Yeah.
But the goal stood, which is more of a rarity than anything else.
Yeah, I thought it was handball, and I was surprised the goal was given.
What about the underachiever for you?
For me, it's probably Man United.
Even for the FA Cup?
Yeah, I want to see him fighting for the Premier League. I want to see him up there, and for me, they just haven't achieved it this year.
Do you think Erik ten Hag, with 1 year left on his contract, will still be the man in charge next year? Because if he is, I guarantee you, just a small, minor result that goes badly and his future's going to be up in the air again because his contract's expiring.
It will be tough because obviously new owner's got in there. He might want to put his foot down and do it his way. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Everyone will be waiting on that. But who are they going to get in?
Well, I think once again it's got to be Man United, but they can turn it all around next week. If they can beat Man City in the cup final, then that would be a massive thing.
Yeah.
And I think all what's gone on this season and you know, the performances will go amiss if they can beat Man City in the FA Cup final.